Hi, I'm Andrea White, CEO of Elite Business Coaching. I am going to share 5 ways for you to rev up your revenue engine. 5 ways that you can rev up your revenue engine. And so, if you put these 5 elements into place consistently, then you will experience repeat sales over and over and over again. So, let's jump right in to number one. Number one is to make sure that you are crystal clear about what your products and services are, who they are for, and what those customers can expect in terms of transformation, results, how will they look, how will they feel, what will it taste like? What will it sound like to experience your products and services? And that is regardless of the type of product or service that you provide. You want to think about as you talk about your products and services, you want to be super clear about who your products and services are for, like who is absolutely looking for a blinged out t-shirt. What type of fashionista loves a blinged out t-shirt? And so you want to be able to describe her, and then you also want to think about the 5 senses as you talk about what it will feel like, look like, etc., to wear your particular blinged out t-shirt. Okay, so be super clear about what your products and services are, who they are for, and as you describe your products and services, you want to make sure that you are using all the emotions and the 5 senses to really stand out so that people become very excited about choosing your products and services. Okay, so step number 2 is how are you marketing your products and services? You want to be where your customers are. And so if your customers love Pinterest, then you want to be on Pinterest. If your ideal customers love Etsy, then you want to be on Etsy. If your ideal customers love Instagram or TikTok or what have you, then you want to have a sense of presence there so that you're putting your products and services right in front of your ideal customer based on where they are hanging out. And so it'd be an easy find, an easy lift if you have really great content on the platform that your customers enjoy hanging out on. Um, in addition, as you think about where you want to market your business, particularly on social media, you do want to think about how do you want to show up consistently? What is an easy lift for you? Do you like being on video? Then you want to use Instagram Live, Facebook Live. You want to use video. You want to use YouTube. You want to go live on LinkedIn if you can get those permissions. Do you want to show up consistently on audio? So, do you want to start a podcast? Do you want to be a frequent podcast guest on, podcasts that are related to your particular product or service? Do you like to write? And so, if so, you want to think about starting a blog or being a guest contributor to publications or online publications that are, also talking to your ideal customers. And so, as you think about your marketing, you definitely want to make sure that you're also making something fairly easy, particularly if you're new to starting your business. You want to make it something where you know that you can be pretty consistent. And then as you get more and more comfortable with being a business owner and showing up on that social media platform in the way that's most comfortable for you, then you can begin to add on different platforms. And so if you are really comfortable with video, don't necessarily like audio, once you get pretty consistent using video, then maybe you can add on audio or maybe you can add on writing. And so feel free to start one way in mind with the thought of growing over time. You don't have to do all things all at once. And so take that pressure off of yourself. Um, And so that is number two. You want to make sure that you are marketing your business based on where your customers are, as well as you want to take into consideration what platform you are more likely to be very consistent in showing up. Step number three, or the question that you want to ask yourself, are how are you nurturing these people? How are you nurturing these ladies that love natural health care, health and wellness skincare products? Just as another example from my blinged out t-shirt example. So how are you nurturing these people? So now that you have been really clear about what your product and service is and what it feels like to use your product and service, and you're talking about your product and service based on where your ideal customers like to hang out. Now that you've gotten people's attention, how are you going to nurture those ideal customers? You want to make sure that you're looking at how your marketing is going from step number two. So you do want to use all of those tools where you can look at your analytics, where you can look at, who's watching your videos, how long are people watching. You want to get a sense of what is really resonating with your audience. And then you also, based on the platform that you're using, you want to make sure that you have an opportunity for people to be connected with you outside of social media. And so my example is right on the screen. If you go to elitebusinesscoaching.org /1 hour marketing, you'll get a set of templates to help you to market and make sales in your business for 1 hour or less per day. And so you want to create some type of way for people to connect with you outside of social media. And so you want to be able to create something that solves a huge problem for your ideal customers. And again, this is regardless of the type of products or services that you have. And so you may have to be a little more creative, but you want to think about what can you create that really helps and solves a particular challenge of your customers. And then you might want to put that in a checklist, a quick mini tutorial, a quick PDF guide, not anything that's going to take a lot of time for consumption and or take a lot of time for people to get to a solution that they're really looking for. And then, give people an opportunity to download or to get a hold of that, free mini guide, free checklist, etc., in exchange for their email address and or their cell phone number so that you can text message. And then that way you have a way of being in contact with people outside of social media, and then you're able to nurture them over time by sending them regular emails and or text messaging campaigns if you're having any type of promotions, offers, giveaways, coupons. Again, if you're offering additional tips, additional solutions to common problems that your ideal customer is having, you want to be top of mind when people think about when they need your particular type of product or service. And so you spend this time nurturing people through email or through text messaging, in tandem or in alignment with how you are showing up for your marketing every day or every week. And so that's from step number two. So you do want to make sure that you are actually nurturing people. People get a sense of when they can catch you online, or people know, ooh, if I go to this page, I know I'm going to get some helpful tips and advice. And so in that way, you're nurturing people, and people are beginning to know, like, and trust you. And so they'll be more likely to exchange that information with you. And then they actually look forward to seeing you in their inbox if you're giving really valuable information that's helping helping them to solve their particular challenges. This could be around fashion, it can be around beauty, it could be around accessories, jewelry, of course, coaching and consulting, almost any type of product or service. You can think about a way of how to get people to connect with you outside of social media. And then once they connect with you outside of social media, you want to continuously nurture them. You want to continuously show up for them and provide helpful solutions, tips, etc., based on your particular product or service. Um, and then number 4 is, how will you deliver your products and services? This is so key in terms of you have to find a way that makes your service delivery stand out among all the rest. So you want to make sure that your checkout process is very clear, it's very simple. People can pick what they want and they can check out just as easy. So no more than 3 steps, from seeing a product to being able to buy and check out for that product or service. Super important. You want to make sure that you're using reputable payment processors, such as Stripe or Square or PayPal, because that gives credibility to your business, and very often other forms of payment that you may take, such as Cash App. And so while Cash App is really great for among friends, and or very trusted small businesses such as my son's barber, that may work. But if you're new in business, or if you are in a field, if you're selling a product or service that's pretty crowded, then you want to make sure that people have a sense of trust, and how you accept payment says something about that. And so you want to make sure that your form of payment processor is something that is trustworthy, and won't give people pause in whether they should buy from you. You also want to make sure that as soon as people buy, that they get that there's a trigger or an automation that says thank you. Your purchase has been received. Here's like a confirmation number, or here's how you track your order, or here is our contact information in case you have any questions. You want to make sure, again, that you're providing and building trust all along the way of, sort of getting in front of people, nurturing people to the point that they want to buy. And now that they have purchased from you, you want to make sure that that process is simple, easy, and trustworthy. And so making sure in your welcome or your thank you email that there's a way for them to contact you, if there are any questions. And one additional thing that you can add with that welcome and thank you email is a couple of email sequences or a couple of automated emails that are all along the way of their package being shipped, their order being received, it's being shipped, and then once you have knowledge that they have received their package, doing a little check-in, maybe sending a survey so that they can tell you about their buying experience. And so that is something that you can do as well, is to just have some email automation set up all along the way, again, to stay connected, or maybe to, introduce other products or services, or provide a coupon for their next purchase, as well. So again, you're thinking about nurturing, you're also thinking about building relationship, and you're thinking about building that trust all along the way. And now we are at number 5. How are you following up once people have purchased from you? Happy customers will refer others to you, and they will also keep coming back. And so you want to make sure that you're following up with any clients or customers, making sure that they're happy One of those email automations that they get could be a survey to let you know about their purchasing experience, their buying experience, their shipping experience. Some of the best ideas for your business can actually come from your customers. And so if you get an idea from a customer, celebrate them. Celebrate them on social media if you have permission to do so. Give them a free a free product or service in exchange for this wonderful idea that you're going to put into your business. You want to also continue to follow up by offering specials. You can also ask for testimonials. You can host fun contests and ways to feature your customers, so they can become brand advocates or brand ambassadors. And so these are the 5 elements that can really help to rev up your revenue if you implement them consistently and if you understand that it's a system. And so steps 1 through 5, when you implement them, they all go together. One leads to the other, one reinforces the other, all in a cycle that helps to bring people into your, I like to call your ecosystem, likes to bring people into your business. It keeps them in your business, and it also nudges them and nurtures them to bring others to your business as well. And so many businesses may struggle because they don't really have all of the elements, or they don't understand how one reinforces the other. And so if you fall off in one, it affects the other. And so it's really important to understand the importance of all 5 elements and how they work together. And so it's important that those 5 elements are, I'm sharing them so that you can design, build, implement, and test those 5 elements based on your brand, your business, your customers, and your budget. And so those 5 elements will look different for everybody's business, but those 5 elements will actually rev up your revenue. And so my 5 elements will look different from your 5 elements, but if we both have them going in our business, we're very likely to have really good, consistent revenue. Okay, so marketing drives potentials to your website. So we'll talk about step number 1. And so knowing your products and services, being able to market your products and services very clearly will drive people to your website or your landing page or your link tree. Visitors will download, that guide that we talked about or the mini video tutorial. They'll download whatever that free thing is where you're helping solve a big challenge of theirs. They will download that once they get to your website or your link tree or your landing page. And then that will place them in the nurturing stage. And once they're in the nurturing stage, it's your job to really nurture them through email, text message, or retargeting ads because they've pinged your Facebook pixel, for instance. Nurture them with offers, specials, discounts, coupons, BOGOs, etc. And you want to make sure that people are hearing from you pretty consistently. So that could be once every other week. If you're running through, a really good sales period, then maybe you're sending an email, once a week because you're having a really great special or sale going on. And so once your leads are nurtured and they're really excited, they know you, they feel connected, they feel like they have relationship and they trust you. Now they're ready to buy. And so that's going to drive them to a sales page or drive them to your catalog. And then they're going to click the button to buy. And once they click the button to buy, you want to make sure that that process is super simple. You want to make sure that it's seamless and it has as few steps as possible for them to pick what it is that they want and then to actually check out. And you want to make sure that they get immediately as they check out a thank you email, a confirmation of their purchase, So that, and also some contact information in case they have a question after they have made the purchase, or if there are any questions or concerns once they actually receive the purchase. Now, once they purchase from you, you want to make sure that they're still hearing from you on a regular basis. You may actually put your customers, people that actually buy from you, in a different segment of your email list, and then those people are maybe getting different types of coupons and specials and discounts, etc., from the other half of your email list. So once people purchase from you, those are your hot customers, and those are people that you want to continue to nurture through all types of, special messages. Maybe put them, in your platinum club, etc., your rewards club, etc. So you just want to make sure that you keep up with those people even after they've purchased from you. And so those are 5 steps to revving up your revenue engine. I'm Andrea White. I'm the CEO of Elite Business Coaching, where we are obsessed with helping solopreneurs to launch and grow their dream profitable business while saving them time, money, and effort. Our clients get consistent results in boosting their marketing presence, attracting more customers and more leads. And then also, our customers have great growth in consistent sales and profits. And so get your 1 hour marketing templates by going to elitebusinesscoaching.org/1 hour marketing. Until next week, I'm Andrea White. I will see you next weekend.